My first real contact with S.M.I.L.E was through the Young Leaders Mentoring Program, where I was selected through my school. At that time, I didn't fully understand the depth of what I was stepping into, but it turns out to be a defining moment in my life.
A friend, Buluwatife Adegbite, she came to my class back then and she mentioned that, the NGO that she's part of, the club, that they are currently selecting people to join the family.
My first contact with S.M.I.L.E was in my secondary school. I got a meeting with the president of S.M.I.L.E and she offered me a university scholarship.
Over the years, we have learned something powerful. Young people are not the problem. They are the potential. What they often lack is mentorship. They lack exposure. They love affirmation. They lack knowledge. And they lack platforms and opportunities that will enable them thrive. And so at S.M.I.L.E, we built a process. We screen them for readiness. We train them with structure. We build accountability. We expose them to leaders they never imagined they could meet.
In 2023, I was invited to attend the Wireless Summit, and honestly, from the moment I arrived, it was amazing. Not just by the speakers, but by the entire experience, the organization, the ambience, the attention to details.
I've been a part of several flagship programs with S.M.I.L.E, including the S.M.I.L.E Scholarship Program, which supported my school expenses during university.
Beyond academics, S.M.I.L.E shaped my mindset, helped me see possibilities beyond my environment and pushed me towards becoming value-driven.
Through the program, I learned key skills such as time management, branding, leadership, teamwork, and how to manage people effectively.
We require them to solve real-life problems because leadership must be practiced and not just taught. And something remarkable keeps happening. A young person who once felt invisible begins to find their voice.
Each stage of my journey added a layer of my growth, from discovery to clarity to expression and now impact.
When I joined S.M.I.L.E, I was a very shy person. I didn't like speaking or putting myself out. I preferred to stay to myself. But through the self-esteem and leadership training, I gradually came out of my shell. I began to speak more, engage more, build confidence, exposure shape my ability to lead and communicate effectively.
Through EMPY, I was introduced to my mentor and I was also exposed to business strategy that has really helped me. Today, I understand how to manage people effectively in my business. I've learned how to be firm without being harsh because emotions are very delicate when working with people.
The servant leadership skills is one thing at which I know I was able to develop, being part of the family, social impact skills, event management, operations, people management. I was also able to sharpen my design skills, and I was also able to learn how to communicate better and relate with people. I love that part for S.M.I.L.E.
All of these programs have been incredibly impactful. I had the opportunity to serve as the host for the Mathematics Day, and I think that was the very first time I hosted an event for S.M.I.L.E, and that experience opened my eyes to so much about hosting and presenting. And today, I can confidently say that I have grown into a professional host and media personality.
On this journey, I recall seasons when resources were thin, when obstacles felt like mountains, when progress was slow, and when the work felt so lonely. I had to fight every inch. There were moments when it would have been easier to stop. But the testimonials of lives that were being transformed through these programs just kept us going. These lives are so important and were too important for we to abandon this vision. Looking at where we are today, I am grateful to Almighty God, and I can confidently say the most important thing is not what we built, but who these young people have become and are becoming. 15 years later, that small bridge we started building has carried thousands of dreams across.
S.M.I.L E has given me opportunity I never imagined. A scholarship, an internship opportunity, a platform to speak publicly, the opportunity to serve as a youth mentor, a strong community and support system.
S.M.I.L E also came through for me also when I was having my TEDx event. That was the first biggest event I've ever held and organized. S.M.I.L E came through and paid for the hall fully, 100%. I'm super grateful for that.
One major achievement I can link to S.M.I.L E is becoming a business owner while also pursuing a career in quantitative analysis.
I was also part of the first set of the EMPY, and that was a major turning point for me. Through that program and mentoring, I got my first major business breakthrough. My company began working with a major financial institution, and since 2022, we've been consistently handling their cleaning operation for multiple branches across Nigeria.
S.M.I.L E made me understand that impact is not about big title or visibility. It is about solving real problems. For example, in Lagos State University, I noticed that many students were missing classes and tests, not because they didn't care, but because they could not afford transportation. So I organized a free transportation program for 1 week, helping students get from Igodo to school. That single program made a huge difference.
And none of this would have been possible without the unwavering commitment of our trustees, partners, mentors, volunteers, donors, especially those incredible individuals who continue to support us on a monthly basis. You chose to believe. You chose to act. You chose to give. And through your help, we were able to support the dreams and educational aspirations of many indigent youth.
For every privilege S.M.I.L E has given to me to serve, it has been a room for me to grow, it has been a room to scale, it has been a room for me to learn how to pass the baton on also.
It's a program you attend and leave. It's a community that grows with you.
It feels like family. S.M.I.L E is one of those rare spaces that stays with you.
S.M.I.L E has shaped me in many ways. There is absolutely no way I can talk about my journey in the media space and in my life in general without mentioning S.M.I.L E. It has given me a solid foundation both in life and in my career, and I'm really grateful to you, S.M.I.L E, for making that possible.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for an impactful 15 years. And we trust that with your commitment to youth development and empowerment, the impact will be greater in the years and decades ahead.